All right, so I'm here with Goddess and She and DJ Pain One. Hello.
Hello.
So how are you guys?
Hot but great.
Hot but great.
I'm schwitzing a little.
Okay, that's good.
To be honest.
That's good. Well, you guys are in New York now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you should be used to the heat.
You know, I tend not to go outside too much in the summer on the pavement. I tend to stay in the air conditioning and sunbathe nude on my porch.
Hey,
It's New York.
there you go. No tan lines.
It's a lot better that way because my ass is really white, but I don't.
Oh, fantastic. She's already blushing. She's already
I'm just like,
right.
did you really just say that? But you did? Okay.
You did.
Sweet.
So you guys actually came from Wisconsin, right?
It's hot in Wisconsin too. Humid.
Humid?
Very humid.
So tell me about that transition from Wisconsin to New York.
It was terrible.
Yeah, why?
Oh God. It was just really hard and really different and really lonely.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Because, you know, you leave your family and your friends and you go to a new place that's really big and really confusing and you know, it's just hard. To acclimate, it took like at least a year before I didn't hate it.
Really?
Yeah.
So then what made you guys go? Just to move forward with your careers?
Absolutely.
We're trying to make our dreams come true.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And now, you know, we really we understand New York. We get the taste.
Oh, yeah.
And we've made a community for ourselves, you know, and you just need a routine. Like in the Midwest,
now,
you had a
you know?
routine, and now
Right.
we kind of had to make our own. But I mean, I think that if we wouldn't have moved here, we certainly wouldn't be where we are today. You know, so it was a great move for us. It was just a hard adjustment, you know, being Midwesterners.
I'm
going
so
to
glad
New York,
I did it now.
You know,
But
Right.
at first it was like,
it was hard.
what am I doing to myself? Am I insane? And then I'd just be like, yeah, but keep going forward, you know.
Exactly. So what was that conversation like between yourselves? Like, really, we need to move to make this happen. Like,
She's a pushy dyke, and I just had to go.
okay,
That's my answer.
I got you.
You know, I knew that, you know, we had this dream and this purpose that we, you know, really believed in, and that doing it from Wisconsin was going to be nearly impossible.
Right.
You know, because like in New York, every time you play, you never know who's in the crowd.
Sure.
But in Wisconsin, it's like our same old friends, you know, eating brats and drinking beer. And like, that's
Right.
great. But as far as really progressing forward, we knew that was going to be too hard. And we talked about going to San Francisco, which we love, but we felt like that would still kind of keep us underground. I mean, New York is like the hip hop mega. It's really where the music industry is, you know. So, mega.
Which, yeah.
So, you know, but my accent's all screwed up now from all the Midwest to the East Coast. But it's been, you know, very enlightening and very humbling, and a great experience, but a hard one.
So did you guys move to New York with any connections at all?
No.
Did you just
No,
cold up?
I moved. My best friend lived there, and she's like, okay, come sleep on my floor. Fuck her. So I went, and I slept on her floor for a while, like a couple of months, and then I ran out of money, and I went home, and I threw myself a benefit concert in Madison and got a bunch more money, and went back, and then I made it work. So
I didn't know anybody.
No.
I didn't know anybody, and we didn't have any connections. It was, you know, it was literally like we packed up our U-Haul and just moved, and we're like, oh, you know, New York, here we are.
And see what can happen with it, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So DJ Pain One, did you come with them, or were you already in New York?
I did not. I'm still in Wisconsin.
Oh, you are?
Right now. I was completing my undergrad, so now I'm graduated, and life is looking great. Not having to go to school anymore.
Fantastic. So they brought you along to Colorado. They're like, hey, you're coming.
Oh yeah, I've been
Do
doing.
you tour with them?
Yeah, most of the prides we've done in the past couple of months I've been present for.
Well, that's fantastic. Do you plan on moving to New York?
You know, if it comes down to it, I guess I'll just swallow my pride and take the 1 year of horrible
Adjustment.
and roll with it.
But look what's come out of it, though.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was a rough year, but now, you know, L Word on logo. I mean, come on.
I'm not complaining.
I can actually only imagine what we could do if he lived in New York.
Yeah.
Because he does all the production of our music.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, he just sends us all of the beats like online, but I can only imagine if we were able to create together.
Yeah.
And
that whole
have
creative
that.
energy all in one
Yeah.
place. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It really would be awesome.
That would be fantastic.
Call.
Hint, hint.
Give 'em what they want. 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 Give 'em what they want.
we're shooting the video for Lick It.
Oh, nice.
We're doing a clean version for MTV logo.
Sure.
Hence the shirt.
Lick
luck,
it.
good luck.
It's
fake
body.
chain,
It's very
olive.
body.
We're just gonna change it to Kiss It or something more family. Love it.
No, we're gonna say everything the same, but just do it right instead of the P word, pussy.
Right.
Oh.
And we have
Alright.
some other things.
I mean,
we
my
have to
neck,
change
my
as
back,
well.
lick my pussy, and my crack was on the radio.
That was
Was it
famous.
really?
That was
It was
popular when it
on
was
the
a
radio.
video.
It
That's
was
not
like
me,
lick
so
my
our song, okay?
and bop, you know? That's all they'll do. They'll just do it right. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So whenever you guys whenever you were there and going through that year, at what point did you go, wow, we're actually clicking along here? Like, was it whenever you got onto logo? When was that moment for you?
I don't think that we've necessarily ever felt like, oh, this is,
Yeah.
it clicked.
Not at
I
all.
think that, the thing that had the most impact as far as people knowing who we are is the L word.
Uh-huh.
But, it's still a struggle as far as just, it's hard. We miss home, we miss the
Sure.
comfort level. New York is really busy and crazy. But the fact that we actually make a living from our music now and live in New York and are
Yeah.
able to afford that is really awesome and great. But it's just it's like kind of like we would do anything literally for this, and we've sacrificed so much, and it's never an option. Like, I've never once really believed, oh, we're gonna quit, no matter how many times we've been rejected or
Sure.
didn't get where we wanted. So it's not even really an option. Like, we just keep going until we feel like we can go to the next place or move on.
Absolutely. So how many years have you guys been doing this?
11 by yourself, 7 with me, and basically he's been since the beginning as well, right? Like 7 years with me?
Yeah.
So whenever you guys kind of came together and sat down and said, this is what we're going to do, were you like, did you like plan it out that far? or
Absolutely
you just,
not. It was
no?
a very slow progression of like, we're very disorganized humans and the universe loves us and just wants us to succeed. And like a lot of stuff people have found us, we've been very, very lucky and all these weird situations that have happened, but it's meant to be, and it's been by the seat of our pants kind of thing.
Right.
And
I mean, we work really
it's very
hard.
slow.
though.
It's very slow.
Honestly, like I don't know really any other musicians that work harder or put the time in that we do. So it's like, it's not like this stuff just came to us,
Sure.
like I've been doing this literally 11 years and we weren't on the L word, 2 years ago?
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I just knew when I was 5 years old, I was like, I'm going to be the first woman president of the U.S. Now that's probably not going to be the case. But I just knew that like I really had a greater purpose, like in my eyes, as far as being like an activist. And I didn't know how I was going to go about doing it. But like even at 5, I thought that like racism was screwed up, or like sexism. I hate, like my dad, God bless my dad, I love him so much. But when I was like 10 and I was still running around without my shirt, he had this really serious talk with me, like, you really need to start wearing your shirt because people will look at you and try to take advantage of you. And I didn't get it, and I was really upset. And I just felt like there was so many screwed up things. Like, I was in 8th grade and I wrote a paper like pro-abortion, literally in 8th grade. Like, I was just super like, I didn't like injustice or things that weren't fair. And I knew that like having a voice and being able to do my music was a way that I could really, really make an impact and be vocal about what I thought was unfair. And when I was 18, I was like, man, I'm going to be the first famous lesbian rapper. And I sucked. I mean, I was horrible. But you know what? When I get up on stage and people heard, it was so honest, my music, and people just felt it so much. Even though it was bad, the message and the passion people really responded to.
Absolutely.
And it just like, I really believed it. I mean, what makes us different than Eminem or, even just like an actor that's just a normal person, they got a break or whatever it is. It's like, if you really, really believe in yourself, I mean, that's what separates people from trying to follow like a pipe dream than the people that are just like, it's not going to happen, And no matter, I mean, there's been so many times we've been rejected or things we thought that were gonna happen, and we just bounce back and we keep going. That's all we can do. So.
I can't Can you imagine going through life, be ashamed of who you are, finding hope seems so fucking far? Every TV is suddenly we don't exist. Every church is making me dismiss. Faith in what? Faith in what I do is sin, and that I'm going to hell, and that I can't tell anybody or anyone who I really am. So we pretend that it's okay to be in gay fucking secret. Trapped in closets, cause coming out is too scary. Walking down the street makes our heart beat fast. Cause some creep is gonna say you do something that makes us ashamed. So we blame ourselves and now who we really are. Send to tell our friends, hide our pictures at work. Make up fake names so we can hide and fit in. Cause it's too hard when our favorite song comes on and tells us that we're wrong. That we're wrong. Can't stand not knowing your mom. Can't stand not touching your face. Can't stand then I can't marry you. I can't stand no one who sit down to I am. Can't stand not knowing your mom. Can't stand not touching your face. Can't stand then I can't marry you. I can't stand no one who sit down. It's the pain of dating a girl who's ashamed of me. Hiding from a family is embarrassed of me. Angry, we can't get married, live normally. Then our friends are getting rings and talking about having babies. And it's making it crazy to think we have to live this life so painfully. Always doubting that it's okay to be in love with each other. Couldn't fathom life without the other, but the stress of being hated by this ignorance makes us scared to kiss. We wish that it was different, but it's not. So we take what we got. We love each other a lot, but we're smart, and we recognize this plot. Passing laws that prevent us from adopting kids. Put a twist on the sick Catholic priest shit. Lethal causing AIDS, then it's God's way to kill the gays. So I pray for the better days. Can't stand not knowing your mom. Can't stand not touching your face. Can't stand then I can't marry you. I can't stand no I won't sit down as who I am. Can't stand not knowing your mom. Can't stand not touching your face. Can't stand then I can't marry you. I can't stand no I won't sit down. Like the older I get, the harder it becomes. Overcome so much harassment. These scars are evident. Well, how many more ignorant fucks will I have to tell off until I said that's enough and give up? I can't. That's what's so frustrating. A hopeless future, though we're constant debating. I'm waiting for this make-believe day that it's okay to be gay, and I can publicly display love. Hey, it's better than hate. I could walk down the street with a smile on my face, and all you Bible preachers spitting hate could show love and practice what the Bible really says. Until that day, I'll be going insane. Watch my people hurt and die from pain. This ain't a game. We're people too, and that's all motherfuckers. We're just like you. Not knowing your mom. Not touching your face. Then I can't marry you. I can't stand no I won't sit down as who I am.
And we have crazy adventures all the time.
Yeah.
Like the most insane things. Like the things we've seen and gotten to do. It's just
And the
really
people
lucky.
we've met.
Yeah,
You know.
all the people. Yeah, hey. You know, so it's good. It's very symbiotic. We receive as much as we give. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what's in store for you guys? What's coming up? You're doing the
Well,
Well,
we're dropping
doing
a video for Lick
It's a
It.
big,
Yeah.
it's a big, gonna be a big fall for us. We're doing the Lick It video. We're doing a mega fan site, not mega fan site. And we're dropping a record finally
Our
after
new
like,
record. Our last one was.
so long.
It's been 4 years
It's almost
since
like
we
we're
dropped
a
the full length
major record
record.
label because it's like 4 years. It's like really sad.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big deal, and it's coming out October 1st. And we have like a PR firm that's gonna be. It's like gonna be a big, hard
Yeah, we're
release.
doing it up. We've learned from our mistakes. We
Yes.
know what to do now.
Yes.
So this time we're really gonna do it and do it good.
push it real
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Exactly.
Love
We
it.
played with Spinderella
Yeah?
in
weeks ago.
Seattle a couple weeks ago. She DJ'd for us, and that was awesome.
Nice.
It was so surreal being in the hotel room and like singing for Spinderella and like remembering in high school how much I loved the So Necessary. I listened to it like 14 times every day.
Did
It
you
was
like
the-
totally freak out
I
whenever
wasn't
she
freaking
did
out.
she
I just
approach you
felt
or
so
what?
grateful. I was
It
like,
was-
this is so cool.
It was more like we had done a show in Seattle maybe about a year ago,
Uh-huh.
and the promoter had booked her for the same night, and she DJ'd for us, and she heard us, And she was just like, man, you guys are awesome. And we always do this Spinderella or the Salt and Pepper song, but we do our own take on it. It's like, if I want to take a girl home with me tonight, it's none of your business. And we just do that anyways. Sure. And we did that at the show she was at. And she's like so appreciative and super humble. And she's like, thank you so much for doing that. You know, and I'm like, we always do that, you know?
Yeah, right.
We love you.
Yeah.
I mean, they made me feel like I could be a rapper, like as a female, you know, like totally, you know, secure in that. And it was
for me, it was the record So Necessary is really musical too. Lots of singing hooks, lots of music, you know. So that's why I latched onto it so hard too. I feel like, you know,
it was probably like my favorite record of all time, you know. So it was really great being able to play with her and having, you know, and she, you know, was gonna do a track for us. She said she's, you know, doing beats now and she wants to give us a track. So that's cool.
So how are you guys gonna feel whenever 2 years or 3 years from now we're interviewing someone else who says that exact same thing about you?
Happy.
Great. I mean, you know, it's on such a different level than just like musicians, you know. I mean, that's great if we inspire musicians, but just the emails that we get every single day for people like literally who have said like, you made me not want to kill myself, or you know, I was in the military and like I was sneaking your music and it made me get by in a war, or I was paralyzed and I can walk again. Like literally that sort of thing we get all the time. Or like teenage kids that, you know, are super scared they're getting beat up in school and they reach out to us and they listen to our music. So it, you know, it's more that kind of thing. Like it's so awesome if we inspire musicians, but just people every day to feel like okay with themselves is what makes us keep going every day, I think.
That's so amazing that, you know, that people reach out to you like that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's
intense.
You,
I mean, like I get teared up all the time. I'm like, oh crap, you know, and it's just
oh crap.
Oh crap. I'm from Wisconsin. Oh my god. So yeah.
Do you feel pressure by that?
I mean, not pressure. Some people ask for advice.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people. We're going to start our
relationship advice all the time. And, or like, I get a lot of, will you please call my girlfriend and serenade her for me? And, or, you know, and people like, when we were at Kansas City Pride and some girls like, my girlfriend is like dating a boy because her family wants her to, but I love her so much. And will you sing More Than Words by Extreme her? And I was just like, shit. It's like,
did you?
I don't think I did. No, but I did talk to her. I just didn't really. I felt really uncomfortable
singing More Than
you
Words.
know, like
right?
it was so random, and like there's so many people around. I was just like, oh man, don't ask me.
One time we played.
I think I actually said I didn't know it, but I did know it.
One time we played the Straight Ski Resort in Minnesota, and all these like really like stoner kids, guys, were there and asked us to do a Journey cover song.
Dude, can you do Journey cover?
And
I didn't even know where. They didn't even understand what was going on, and this one guy actually like got on the ledge and body dove and like dropped down.
Oh my God. And he was
so
like
awesome.
6'6", and I'm
so
thinking,
big.
why would you think you could
Kind of
fall
like
off
the
a
Red
10-foot
Sea the crowd
speaker
did.
and get caught? But we've really had some interesting experiences.
We're
but
we're on a tangent. We're not even listening anymore.
But no, as far as advice, I get scared sometimes actually to give people advice because I'm like,
she's like, just tell them to follow their heart. That's what she told me to do, and that's what I do now. And
well, because that's some accountability that kind of goes into it. Like, so that can be a whole
and it'll be like, you know,
so
I'm
I just
a
always
boy
say, just
in a
follow your
really
heart.
homophobic, racist hillbilly city, and like I have this crush on like the football captain, straight boy. What should I do? Should I tell him I love him?
Don't.
So you know, it's really hard for me because if something like actually violent were to happen, or like they wanted to kill themselves, like it makes me feel really bad. So it's just like puts me in this really awkward position. But you know, we try to just be encouraging and regardless, like I'm not in anybody else's boots, so I can't really, you know, tell people what to do.
Absolutely.
But you know, it's crazy that people like literally we get so many MySpace messages a day asking what like they should do.
Well, surely through that and then through career advice. I mean, like, what have you guys done? Do you have any suggestions along those lines?
Yeah, career advice.
We get a lot of put me on.
You know, like, and I'm like,
we got to put ourselves
on.
Right.
If we are put on, we might think about putting you on. We're not on. I'm not on, okay?
People think they see us on TV and they're like, oh, you know, they can make us famous. I'm like, honey, I'm barely paying my rent. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what can I do to put you know?
Right.
But yeah, definitely like when people really reach out to me in like a really sincere way, like I'll give them a lot of advice as far as kind of steps to go as far as
All
you
the
know,
stuff
as far as
that
my
we've
career.
done that didn't work.
Right.
Right.
Number one.
That there's
Number
more than
135.
1,000 things you
Sure.
could probably list.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, Goddess, she, DJ Payne 1. I appreciate you guys coming and visiting with me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Enjoy your time here in Colorado.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
And we look forward to seeing your next video and everything. And hearing
Awesome.
more from you
Can
guys.
we see our website?
Yeah.
Sure. Plug it.
Go ahead.
god-des.com. And you can check us on our MySpace, myspace.com/GODDES without the hyphen.
Hyphen
Yeah.
on the .com, on the MySpace, no hyphen.
Yep. That's
We got it out there.
Absolutely. Cut, homie.
Do you have an interesting or creative story you'd like to share with our viewers? Send us an email to beon@onetvshow.com and you could be featured as a guest on our show.
Okay, so I'm here with Ken Zachmann of He Said Denver. Hello, sir.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going very well. How are you?
Good, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So before we get started, we are at
We're at the corner office in the Curtis Hotel downtown on 14th and Curtis. It's a new kind of mod hip hotel for Denver, and the corner office is the new mod hip styling hotel bar for Denver too.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty posh bar.
Yeah, it
It's
is. I
very
like
fun.
it a lot because I also went to their website. I'm like, where am I going?
Exactly.
I know, so I looked it up. I'm like,
Yep.
wow. I'm like, that looks really neat. And I love the whole retro feel.
Yeah, it's all retro.
Yeah.
It's supposed to just, be a kind of like after work, you come here and relax, and it's very stylish, but yeah, laid back. So
Very nice. Very
very good.
nice.
Yep.
So let's talk about He Said Denver.
Sure,
Because
absolutely.
that's your
That's what I
shtick.
do,
That's,
that's my
what you
shtick.
do.
Yep, I'm
So
the-
tell me about it.
He Said Denver started in 2004, and I'm the editor and the founder. And basically, we just cover everything in town from retail to out of the town, which is like bars or nightlife, to
Hence
hence
The corner office.
to art galleries, to anything that is any cultural interest in Denver for the gay community.
Okay.
And what separates us from a lot of other gay online magazines or even gay publications out there is that we really try to go after things that are in the community that aren't, I guess you'd say, gay overtly, but are just gay friendly.
Just enough
or gay.
gay.
Owned. Yeah, just enough gay. Like, I'm not necessarily going to write an article on JRs because that would be old news.
Yeah.
So I'll go out and look for things that are new and stylish, like the corner office, that doesn't really target the gay community, but the gay community would be comfortable here. They have a gay following. It's either gay managed, gay owned.
Oh,
And so
really?
I kind of consider myself the ambassador of the gay community to the stylish straight community.
The ambassador
Yeah,
from the
it's
gay
true.
community to the straight community.
Exactly. There's so many things in
Big
Denver.
burden,
It
Ken.
is. It's the weight of the weight of the community is on my shoulders and has been.
And they're
since-
very broad shoulders. They're,
I gotta keep up.
Right.
appearances.
You know, you're the ambassador. You have to
Yeah, I'm the
represent, right?
ambassador. I gotta represent.
See,
So,
I'm,
he'll give you a little,
yeah, that doesn't work for me.
well,
Whatever. Whatever.
everybody
God,
has
now
their
I'm
own-
all like depressed. Leave me alone.
we all have our own look.
That's very ambassador-esque.
Exactly.
We're all
Yeah.
special in our own unique way.
Our own unique way.
That's
I'm
fantastic.
all about diplomacy.
Well,
Being the
I am.
ambassador.
I am too.
Good. Yeah, no, so I go around town, I look for new stylish things that are happening in Denver, and I find stuff, whether it be a new art gallery that's either owned or managed by a member of the GLBT community, or an artist that's in the GLBT community, and I'll feature that art gallery for an article, and then I'll come and feature maybe a new restaurant or bar that's opening that maybe isn't even owned by a LGBT person, but is very stylish or has a certain cachet that the gay community would respond to.
So what made you want to do that?
Well, it's funny. I came out when I was 26, and I'm 33 now.
I'm 26.
Oh yeah, I'm over the hill. So when I came out, I was
Oh,
looking
no.
for all these places to go to, and I went through Outfront, great resource. Went through Metro Mode, another good resource. I thought it wasn't out yet. And then I started looking around. I was like, well, where's all the really cool, stylish places in Denver? Like for the maybe 30-something community. Because I was ready to get out of the 20-something.
He was ready to transition.
Yeah, I really get into 30s and up. I was kind of down with the 20s or something, and there was nothing really out there. I looked and I thought, oh my God, there's just nothing out here that really covers where are these places in town that are really stylish, that are different, that are culturally interesting. And I thought, well, I should do this. I should just start it myself. So I contacted a PR agency and said, hey, you know, would you be interested in this kind of a magazine online? And they said sure. And so
Nice.
for about a year, I wrote for them, and they did the ad sales, and I wrote for them, and I did the research and all the editorial. And then after about a year, they got busy with a lot of other clients, and they said, you know, we can't do the ad sales on this anymore, so what do you want to do? And I said, how about I take it from you?
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it on.
So I took it.
Man.
I took it. So I took it all, and since 2005 or 6, I've owned it wholeheartedly. And so it's me and a few other writers that go out, and we're kind of like the tastemakers for Denver. We just go out into town and look for new things happening, and we try to go out and cover all parts of Denver. So we've gotten a lot of good and negative feedback about being too Denver focused and just covering, obviously not just uptown, but downtown, Cherry Creek, Highlands. And so now we're trying to reach out and go to Belmar and go to Littleton and go to these different places where there are a lot of the gay community resides out there.
I completely agree with
Exactly.
you. I do.
And there's I shouldn't say actually, there's a lot of great places out there too, which I can't say. No, it's true. Like, I didn't expect to find such really cool stylish places in the suburbs. And I mean that, no disrespect to anybody who's living in the ranch, but I did find good places out there. So, long story short, I try to cover all of Denver, the entire, from Thornton all the way to Castle Pines, and just cover anything that's either culturally interesting or stylish for the community. And each column has its own header, so it's either retail or it's restaurants and night out in the town, or it's art galleries, or it's even here and there I'll do a grooming one. So I'll do like special spa treatments or certain ways you can.
Spot treatment.
Yeah, there's no spa. We can pamper yourself. Oh yeah, spot. Not spot treatments.
Wow. Okay,
No,
I'm special.
Because there's a lot of good spa treatments out there that are really geared towards
Oh
not the
no.
LGBT community, but men in general. And so there's a lot of good treatments.
I
out there.
feel I feel really red and hot right now because I was thinking spot treatment, like
Spot
something.
treatment? Like a
Spot.
dog?
Well, yeah, well, like on
Like
the
spa
carpet.
treatment?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Not
No,
spa.
like a spa.
Right.
Talking facials, things like that. Yeah.
Wow, I'm a bit special. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
so-
on that note, we have to take a quick break,
Okay, great.
and we will be right back with more from Ken Zachmann of He Said Denver. Hey guys, as my way of saying thanks for watching one, I'm giving away this $25 iTunes gift card. Log on to our website at onetvshow.com for all the details. But hurry, this contest is only going through the end of August, so log on now for your chance to win. Good luck. All right, so we're back with Ken Zachmann of He Said Denver, and you were talking about how you travel all over, and surprisingly, there's a lot of wonderful things all over different places of Colorado in regards to the GLBT community.
Yeah, exactly. I basically am the ambassador for anything stylish
Here we go.
and happening in Denver, and I write about it on hesaiddenver.com.
Right?
And yeah, so that's my I guess you say my main gig.
Right. So
But
what else do you do?
Some other cool stuff I'm doing right now is
Yes.
I'm the resident style editor for Colorado Homes and Lifestyle.
Did you see
Yeah,
him,
that's
folks?
that.
People of America, did you
Yeah.
see him adjust the tie?
Yeah, so I write the style notebook for Colorado Homes and Lifestyle, which is predominantly interior design or things that are, ways to basically the Nate Berkus for Colorado Homes and Lifestyle.
You know, he just
for all
came
your
out.
Oprah fans.
Did you
Just
know
been
that?
Out.
Well, I
Honey,
just
he's been out for a long time. Sorry.
okay. Well, thanks for taking my moment.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. So he publicly came out.
Yeah, like I don't know. I was online on one of those lovely celebrity blogs, and
And he finally came out.
well, yeah, and like there's a thing where he finally actually came out. Maybe he was out before. I don't know.
I don't know if he was or not, but I wish Anderson Cooper would come out too, because
Okay. Anderson Cooper, really quickly, we're having like a sidebar
Side
conversation,
regress
and then
for a
we'll be
second,
right back. Okay, so like Anderson Cooper
you just think?
he's cute, right?
Oh my
He's
God.
super cute,
Yeah, I watched the convention, the debate just for him.
right?
Yeah, my Anderson Cooper 360.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even the gray hair, don't mind it. It's pretty good. But here's the problem, people of America. He's letting it get a little too long, so it's almost looking comb-over-esque.
Yeah.
I was watching him on TV, and I'm like, Anderson, honey,
And they
go
do
back
the-
to your
when they
shorter
do the profile
hair.
and they come around back, it's like military shaved all the way through the sides, except for this
Yeah.
little budding, what's his name? Rosie against.
Oh,
Rosie
Donald
versus-
Trump?
Yeah, Donald
What's
Trump.
his name?
What's
I don't
his
know.
name? I see his picture all the time. I can't remember his name.
Right.
Yeah, so
Donald
he's-
Trump.
he needs to like clip that a little or let this grow a little longer.
Something. I know. I'm like, ooh, honey, just trim it, fix it just a smidge, and then. But I agree. I think he's super cute.
Super cute. In or out, love him to death. Just,
Right.
If he
Anderson,
is,
if you're watching, come out of the closet, baby. We
come
love
out of the closet.
you.
We love you. We'd
We'll
love you to come
hug
out.
you.
And we need someone like you to be a representative. Represent.
Be the ambassador of
Yeah,
CNN.
be the ambassador for us.
Okay, so anyway,
Back on
other
task,
things.
yeah, back from regressing. So other things I'm working on, beyond being the style editor for Colorado Homes and Lifestyle.
See, that's what got us off topic in the first place. Anyway.
Got stuff for that. I also contribute to 5280 for a lot of their about town lifestyle things. And then I also contribute to Rocky Mountain News Denver Post for their home front section.
Good God.
And it's all come from He Said Denver. So I've gone through and just basically, it was interesting actually, because a lot of the editors at these publications were reading my articles, and then once in a while they'd write me and say, "Hey, this is a pretty good article.
Can we
repurpose it or use this different perspective at this different angle?" Yeah, and make it work for the magazine. I was like, yeah, we can do that. So that's why I kind of got into that. And so now I'm writing for about three, 4 publications outside of He Said Denver, and it's led me to my newest venture, which is partnering up with the Democratic National Convention website, which is actually dnc.com. It's the democraticnationalconvention.com. It's an independent site that covers everything about Denver you'd want to know about. And it's basically for all the people coming into Denver who are going to be here for the convention, and introducing them to good restaurants, good hotels, good nightlife. But right off the homepage, I'll have my own blog for the LGBT community. And I'll be covering kind of like a little more meaty subjects, so a little more hard news for me. So just covering issues that are important to the community.
So you're going to be a bit less superficial.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there.
I will tread in a little less shallow water, and I'll go into the deep end for a little bit, and I'll talk more about just certain issues that are facing us and facing the community at large in Denver and nationwide. And I'm going to try to go out and just get a lot of opinions from people from the community and bring them to the national stage at this point and talk about what's facing the community and what their priorities for candidates and for our country and for their community and what they want to see to change after George W. Bush gets out of office. And so and I'm really excited about this, and so it's going to be great. We're going to launch 360 days out. So you guys can do the math out there. I don't know what that is, but it's a little ways off. But yeah, right now I think we're 440 something days out. So after that, 360 days out, we're going to launch, and I'll have a blog that'll update either weekly or we'll get much closer as the time comes.
I've tried blogging.
Not so much.
I'm not consistent.
No, that is a hard part. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm a very boring person. It's
went
true.
to work today, did this.
That's right.
To
Went to work, did some coaching and developing.
Yeah.
Had a great salad today.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. I really am.
Yeah. No, I can completely identify with that. As a writer, after writing like 4 publications, writing all week long, I sit down to do a blog, and I tried to do one for a while for He Said Denver. I have nothing to say. Nothing to say.
See, that's why I love interviewing people like you. You give me something to say.
Well,
you have something to say, so then I in turn get to talk.
Let's just say that when the convention comes around, I'm going to go out on the town, like I do my research. I'm going to talk to the community and find out what's important to them. And so then I will have something to say beyond just my soapbox, because I have my opinions, but what I think people want to read is kind of find out what people in Denver are saying, and what people in the community, the gay community, are saying about the candidates and what's important to them, and
it's very important.
What needs to change, because a lot needs to change.
I completely agree with you.
So that's the one venture coming up in 2007 and 2008 that I'm really excited about.
Well, good. Yeah. So if people wanted to go and check out your website, plug it.
They can go to hesaiddenver.com, and it's just like it says, hesaiddenver.com, or you can go to, if you're in Seattle, He Said Seattle, or He Said Dallas. We're going to those markets too. So Denver, Seattle, and Dallas. Yep. But He Said Denver is where you want to go to find out about everything new and happening, straight or gay, but mostly for the gay community in Denver. So yeah, hesaiddenver.com.
Hesaiddenver.com, you heard it here. Well, Ken, thanks so much for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Great. We'll be right back.
Like what you just saw? Tell us what you think. Comments, questions, suggestions. Send us an email to feedback@onetvshow.com.